Well, hello there. And I don't know why I used the accent when I was saying hi, but I guess I'm just very bored. Well, bored and stressed. I don't know. How can one be so worried and stressed out and bored at the same time? I do not know. I think it's a talent I must have because, yeah, I tend to manage it rather well. Um, just check it outside and blue skies, yay! Because I need to go out again today. Aren't I the lucky one? I am actually quite pleased that I'm going out again, but I don't really want to at the same time. Oh no, it'll do me good. It'll do me good. Um, because yeah, it's tough. We've been in lockdown for 3 weeks now. And being in lockdown whilst living alone, even for an introvert, it's hard. I mean, it wouldn't. I don't think it would be so hard if it had happened at a different stage in my life. Even if I was, it'd be better if I was living with my kids, mind you. I think that, ironically, then I would probably be pissed off that I was, shut up in a flat I can't even talk, can I? In a flat with my kids. I probably wouldn't be happy about that. I would appreciate being with them. But, now that I've been in lockdown for 3 weeks without them, yeah, or, also right now, it's like really bad timing for me because not only had I just finished my training course and I desperately needed a job in order to survive because the benefits I'm getting, the welfare I'm getting doesn't cover my living costs right now. But also, because of that transition, I'm kind of turning a page where my online friendships are just fizzling out naturally because I don't have as much in common. Now that I'm going towards a real life, I don't have as much time for the online. I didn't have as much time, excuse me, for online friendships, and I just didn't have as much in common with these people anymore. I didn't feel there was a friendship there. It was sad, but it's just it just run its course. That's just the life of an introvert, my dears. It's rare. I think that us introverts keep lifelong friends. It does happen, obviously, but not a lot. And I'm okay with that. For one, I'm okay with that, or at least I would be, um, if it weren't for this bloody lockdown. It's so sad. But what can you do? All I can do is what I can do, if you know what I mean. I've got some paperwork that I can be getting on with, but that just depresses me. Housework as well, that depresses me. So, but I'm still, as I said last week, trying to do a little bit every day. And been thinking on, oh, there's two magpies there. That's good luck. But yeah, anyway, I've been thinking on a friend. Probably the one friend that I've got who is probably just as badly off as me at the moment, or feeling it as badly as me, because he had his dream job. He ran a very small karaoke bar in town. It was his bar. It was his life. Obviously, it's closed down now because of this effing lockdown. But so he's lost that. And my heart goes out to him and everybody else who is hit hard by this. People who are mentally fragile. I prefer that term rather than mentally ill. I prefer fragility. It's a fragility, people who are suffering mentally already. I know a handful of YouTubers who suffer with mental issues and who are taking this really bad, and they're not even in the country here in Europe where, things are really shitty. Try being in France or Spain or Italy are the worst. You should have seen the police in their fucking bulletproof vests and guns on their hips, and one of them was really pompous and spouting out about civic duty and blah blah blah. It's like, you don't need to come and lecture us all. There was even marks on the floor in tape to mark out the 1 metre distance that we're supposed to keep from each other. And the cashiers were like pointing it out to people in front of the police where they wouldn't bother doing that before. And as I said to you, there's like plastic things up and it's all meant to strike fear into your heart. That's what it is. More than anything. Because when you examine this closely, you realise the truth, but not many people do examine it closely and rationally. And it's sad. It's really sad because this lockdown is doing damage. As I said, my friend is hit both psychologically and financially, and everybody is to an extent. I am. I've spoken on that before, and I'm not going to go back and speak on it again. So many people have lost their jobs or have been just sent home, and they're just waiting to know when and if they're going to get called back. And, as much as I want to bring some normality back to try and not sink back into the depression, because the first 2 weeks, I barely got out of bed. That's how bad it was for me. I'm going to tell you that now. I'm going to admit, I was fucking depressed. I had dark thoughts cross my mind. And I would like to know, actually, the suicide rates in various countries at the moment, if they've been affected by this, because I reckon they have. I reckon suicides must have gone up because of lockdowns. And a lot of people who are bitching at people like me, calling us ignorant and conspiracy nut jobs and things like that, are people who are ignorant. And one of the guys who called me ignorant was actually ignorant, because some of the things he said proved that he hadn't even read the comment thread. He hadn't even read the other comments on that post before posting. Otherwise, he would have found out some information which proved that what he was saying was absolute bollocks. And yet he had the audacity and the stupidity to call me ignorant. But that's the kind of person that is making this happen. I feel, we really do need to address the problem caused by lockdown. And as I said, the guy who said that, he's in America. I know for a fact because I checked out his page, and I could see he's from America, and he knows jack shit. Because, unless you're in New York or somewhere like that, there aren't many places in America where it's as bad as Europe. There's a handful of places, from what I've heard, that are in lockdown, a little bit like here in Europe, like here in France, Spain. Obviously, Italy's the big one that everybody knows about. The UK, it's starting, but it's not as bad as here, because I've spoken to some of my compatriots, had a nice little afternoon and / evening with a chap on Twitch, and his wife was there as well. And so we had a little bit of a chat over. He was playing House Flipper, which is very relaxing. But yeah, I think it's something that we need to address. And I'm getting upset about it because nobody's talking about it. But then it's dawned on me right this minute that it's because you guys aren't living it. Not yet, but it's coming. It is coming, and you are going to realise when it hits you just how bad it is. And maybe then more people will be more amenable to seeing the truth of the matter. Hopefully. Anyway, I'm absolutely starving hungry. I think it's lunchtime. And then I must skedaddle to the post office that was closed on Saturday. And also to get something I forgot from the supermarket. And yay, blue sky. Anyway, chin up. And I'll speak to you soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.